recording this to essentially convince myself to do more yoga. Yoga has helped me so much over the years. I feel like it's literally changed my life and helped me in so many beautiful ways. And so I want to share some of those ways with you, to also maybe encourage you to try more yoga or try it at all if you haven't before. I'm also going to share some tips on how I became consistent with yoga. Something that I love that people say about yoga is that it's like energetic hygiene, and it's just so true. Like, when I don't do yoga in the mornings versus when I do, I just feel such a massive difference. It's like wringing out a sponge, and it's just like everything, all the gunk, all the ugly energy that you've picked up or anything that you're holding on to just sort of like releases and just leaves you. Secondly, I've been using yoga as exercise essentially. I do a lot of body weight yoga, and I've been seeing my muscle grow more and more, and the more like intense body weight yoga I do, like I literally, because I also eat plant-based, like my muscles develop so quickly that, like, I know I'm still tiny and I'm still like growing on the journey, but like every other day I'll see like a new muscle popping out somewhere. I'm like, oh cool, nice. Yoga has also just been such a beautiful way for me to bring more play into my life, because you're just like messing around and maybe you're falling around too. If you don't take yourself too seriously, like, you can have so much fun just trying out different poses. While I've been learning to do a headstand, I've had so much fun just falling around. I've been doing yoga on and off for many years now, but over the last few years I've been doing it pretty, like, quite consistently in the mornings. And yeah, the consistent practice just took it to like a whole nother level, and now I literally feel like I get depressed if I don't keep up anymore. Like, if I take some time off, I feel it. I really feel it. I prefer to do yoga in the morning because firstly, then it just sets me up for success for the rest of the day, because I'm like, yeah, I started my day off on the right foot, so it's like, it's just sets the tone for the rest of the day, kind of. It's so easy for like life to get in the way if you don't do it in the morning, and then you're like trying to do it throughout the rest of the day, and it just doesn't, stuff keeps popping up. Using habit stacking, so to like slot the yoga in after something that you already do in the morning, is very helpful. The other method that I've been experimenting with recently now, I got the idea from Spoon Fed Study on YouTube. I put my yoga mat by my light switch in my room, and basically every time I turn the light on and off, I would just do a little bit of stretching, like literally 1 minute, 30 seconds. And then it adds up throughout the day. And I started doing like planking and like push-ups and stuff in those little snippets. And after a few days, I had muscle pains. I feel like I didn't work out at all, even though like obviously I did, but it doesn't feel like I worked out. And yet I have muscle pains, and yeah, I felt like my muscles were developing. But with that method, I didn't feel like I had that like meditative state of like in the mornings when I'm like doing a full chunk of yoga and you get into like this meditative space. That was lacking for me kind of with this other method. So I'm going to experiment maybe with combining the two. And then I also wanted to talk about using yoga as a micro habit, because it's very daunting to be like, oh my god, I need to do a half an hour of yoga every morning. Like, who's gonna keep up with that? But if it's just like 10 minutes, there's literally 8-minute yoga videos on YouTube, probably even 5-minute ones, just to do something. And literally when I'm doing yoga consistently in the mornings, it's literally usually just like 10-15, maybe 18 to 20 minutes, maybe, on like a really good day. And over time you see massive results. I literally learned to do a headstand while only practicing for like 2-3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes per day. It's just so cool to see the compounding of the results over time. It's much more effective than just doing like massive practices every once in a while. Yeah, that's kind of my spiel. And so I'm also going to take my own advice and do more yoga again, because it's just such a beautiful, amazing thing for your body and your soul and your mind. If you found this video valuable, there's an ebook that I created a little while back called 14 Days to Clarity and Control, which is all about using eating plant-based and mindfulness practices to kind of gain more clarity on your life and get more control back over your life if you're feeling overwhelmed, and just a way to also help like get rid of your brain fog and help you just feel clearer and lighter, and like you can actually do all the things you want to do. So if you're curious, you can check that out in the first link in the description. And yeah, other than that, I hope that you have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching.